The person who hurt us hurt both of us, but it affected us differently. I isolated myself. I started taking drugs when I was 12, maybe 13. But she just moved on with her life. I could never understand. How can she be so happy while I'm stuck in my head and constantly thinking about it? It was exhausting to me. She was exhausting to me, especially when we were teenagers. I couldn't stand to be around her because she was so light and positive and funny. Everything was always so cool and so good. It felt to me that she didn't want to face it. She just wanted to accept that it happened and move on. But I couldn't move on. I didn't have that choice. I couldn't just choose to not think about it. I remember the bad things, how they made me feel, and I never want to feel that way again. I couldn't just go back out into the world like it never even happened. I know that there are a lot more good people than bad, do believe that. But there are bad people too. And they can really hurt you deeply if you give them your trust. So I never trusted anyone. 3 years ago, it reached a point where I felt completely hopeless. It was all so exhausting. I was exhausted. Exhausted from carrying these heavy feelings. Exhausted from making bad decisions. Exhausted from the drugs. It felt like nothing was ever going to change for me. Around that time, we went out to dinner with my mother, and we finally had a deep talk about everything. We talked about it before, but maybe this time I really meant it. I decided that I have to let it go. I just have to let it go. I still have dark times when I don't want to study or work. But when I'm in a bad mood, I'll turn to her. Her happiness doesn't make me feel worse anymore. It motivates me. It inspires me. Now she's the person who can most easily put me in a good mood. I let her be a part of my bad days. And because of that, she's also become a huge part of my good days. Both of us have gotten a lot more mature and a lot wiser. But it was mainly me, I think. I had to change. If I hadn't found a way to let go, we'd still be too different to be this close.